I am different things to many people, and it's really been hard to just come up with one word that literally describes me. Part of who I am a poet, I am an actress, I am a mentor, I am a Yali alumni, I am an African CFA alumni, I am a sister, I am a cousin, I am an auntie. I'm just different things to different people. So, and as you know, as days go on, I keep on changing and evolving in different ways. So, literally, I don't have one word that can describe me. Serena Gomez. She is my favorite celebrity. She's this lady who is smart. She embodies like different characters. You know, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's talented. I just adore her and I just love her and appreciate her work. That's a hard question. That makes me imagine the day I would die. If I have one day to live, I would just plan that day I would just plan to spend that day with my loved ones and do some live spoken word performance poetry, and mostly I would write love letters to everyone I know that I love. Do I know even if I have an hidden talent? Do I? I, I don't know my hidden talent. I don't. But I know when I was still young, I used to try, drawings. But it was, something that was rubbish. Let me say it like that. It's not something that I tried, making up so that I can be so professional like everyone who draws. But I think if that's something that I can focus on, I can do it better. But I haven't, tried to explore it and, get to know exactly what I should do on that. Yeah, I do. I do. The first poem that I wrote, or the first poem that I did, it was in 2018. Yeah, 2018, and the poem, it was called 100 Days. It was a poem I did and dedicated my country through a commemoration of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, and it was really nice and it was good because it made me feel alive. It made me touch on the history of my country. It made me talk about a lot of things, the resilience of the country, where we have come and where we're going. That was the first poem that I did. I have described myself as the person who heals souls through the power of words. Personally, that means words have the power to heal. Words have the power to build. Words have power to transform. Words have power to inspire. So words, words means a lot to me. When I started writing, it was from my personal experience of depression and mental breakdown. So I started writing and I was using the context of I could write something and I could be like, I'm feeling this way, I am going through this. So people who knew me, they could be like, hey Saranda, are you okay? Is something bothering you? What are you going through? So I stopped using the context of I, because later it started as I was writing for my own, but later I figured out like I wasn't the one who was going through only that. So I changed this from the context of I to you to we. So it became as like I don't write for myself only, I even write for other people, because it's not me only who is going through a tough journey or a love journey. All of us, we have different things that we are going through, and through the power of words, we can learn from there, we can inspire one another, and we can grow. Where You is a poem I did featuring with Rumaga, and it was a poem too that it was focusing on the commemoration of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. And the story behind it, it was there are different stories of the survivors. The survivors, they get to give a lot of testimonies depending on the lives they have been through. So I tried to create this story where I was the young sister and Rumaga was the elder brother. So we tried to resonate with the survivors. We could say during by that time, if maybe you had a brother or if you had a sister, and then your parents told the elder brother that you should take care of your elder sister. And during that period, you separated and then you don't know exactly where your sister went or your brother went. So as the young sister growing up, it becomes really hard, you know, trying to face life and all the challenges, and then you'd be like, where are you, brother? So that's the story behind the poem I did with Rumaga. And working with him, it's really something that is truly inspiring. He's a genius, he's talented, and he's this person who has a lot of ideas. So working with him, it's truly inspiring day by day. I have read a lot of books, and sometimes even I don't get to remember the story in the books. At some point, I even find myself repeating the books that I have read. So I have read a lot of books. But there are two important books that saved my life, and those books I wouldn't even stop recommending them to anybody. The first book, it's called How We Heal. It's a book written by Alex Ele. And then the second one, it's called Welcome Home. It's a book written by Najwa Zepian. The reason why I say those books changed my life, because there was a time I was in a mental breakdown. And How We Heal, it is a book that talks about a lot of things that we are passing through. It was talking exactly whatever I was passing through. So I felt like at that moment, the book became my true friend and it became my savior. And then as How We Heal, it was talking about the struggles, you know, the mental breakdown. I read another one that is Welcome Home. Then Welcome Home talks how you can build a home for yourself, how you can heal yourself, how you can, you know, create a brand new self of you. So those are basically two books that I wouldn't stop recommending to different people passing through a lot, mental breakdown, you know. Being part of Young African Leadership Initiative and African Union Center for International Women and Girls Education program have influenced me or impacted me in a positive way. Firstly, they have strengthened my leadership skills. And secondly, they have strengthened my networking skills, getting to know different people from different countries. It's truly amazing because you get to know their culture, you know, to network, you get to know what they do, what can I learn from you, what can you learn from me. So it's truly amazing. Firstly, it's leadership skills, and secondly, it's networking. The role of poetry and storytelling today in Rwanda is truly amazing because it has been impactful to so many people's lives today. As a poet or as a storyteller, once you have to do a poem or maybe talk a story, you just need to put yourself into someone's shoe. You just need to be so empathetic. By that time when you do that, it becomes so easy to capture someone's feelings and be ready to talk whatever someone is going through. So I feel like it has been a long journey, but today it's really nice because someone get to see like one's poem or one story and be like, yeah, I can hear like he or she is talking myself. So it's really been a transformative journey and really positive and impactful. people who don't know me, they just know my character, either be an acting character or the character they just see there. So they feel like I'm this person who is really strict and who is so serious. Let me say it in that context. They feel like I can't be crazy, I can't laugh, I can't hang out, I can't go out or do anything that is really stupid. They feel like I'm so, introvert, but I'm not introvert. I'm an extrovert person. I love people, I love talking to people, I love to laugh, I love to be crazy, I love to be serious. So please, you guys, don't take me as this serious person. Once you see me, approach me, say hi. I'm just willing to say hi, and just have a little chat with me. Don't be afraid and be like, Saranda, she's so introvert, she's so serious. No, that's not my character. That's a character of the movie or the character of people behind the curtains get to see. Both film industry and poetry, they embody the character of storytelling. So the only difference, like a slight simple difference, is like in film industry, you're just given this script and then you need to make this character and make the perfectionism out of it. So both of them, they are not kind of different. They are not kind of different. And where I see film industry in Rwanda right now, it's really, really amazing. It's on a good level. We're just doing a lot of projects, and I'm just so excited and happy that people from Rwanda now, they're watching our own movies, they're supporting us. So as days go on, film industry in Rwanda is growing and it's becoming something that is so huge. So far, there is an ongoing series called Behind Series. I love the character of Eva, because in Behind Series I'm called Eva. Eva, she's funny, she's serious. I love this character they give me that challenges my personality. A lot of characters that I do, or the characters that I perform, most of them, they are equal to my character. Like to people who watch Ndoto, Saranda, serious person, people who watch The Secret, not different from my personality. So when someone gives me a new character that challenges me to think exactly, to embody a different character, like Eva, she's serious, she's not serious, she's just, just there, just a simple girl. So I loved Eva so much. When I was a child, I was so excited to go in boarding school. So I had my elder sisters, my elder brothers, and I couldn't wait the day I'll go to boarding school. So when I was in primary, I went to boarding school and I was so excited to sleep on bunk beds. I truly felt like, okay, this is what I want. And then when I went to boarding school, it felt like an adventure. Reaching there, they gave me the bed, and then they told me I'll sleep on the bottom one. I said no. For me, I just came here and my dream is sleeping on the upper bed, the top one. They said, okay, as you wish. And then I slept on the upper bed. In the middle of the night, I fell down, puff. And then I cried a lot. And then I was like, okay, you were excited to come here. You were excited to come and sleep on bunk beds. So this is your first experience. That is something that I won't forget. The mistake I did, I think this one I'll say it in Rwanda, because urumva turi ku ishuri twajyaga dukina nyine biye, noneho mfata umwana umwana nyine kwa kundi mwajyaga mutaha twakunda gusangira bomba, arambwira ngo ni muye bomba, ndamubwira ngo ndayifite. muhereza biye ndamubwira ngo nayirye niba yarayimize simbyibuka, gusa ndibuka ko byabaye ibibazo, baradutwara baradukubita, mama warankubita, yaragiye no gupfa ngira ngo, I think. A message that I would give to every young poet, either here in Rwanda or outside of Rwanda, firstly is to be a hardworking person, to work hard. And then secondly is be passionate. Love something that you do. When you love something that you do, you can do whatever it takes for you to achieve it. And then the third one is be disciplined, have discipline. Having discipline, it doesn't require you to be like, I need to read this poem today and even the next one. No, discipline works in a different way. Discipline to whom you work with, discipline to people you talk to, discipline to where you sit. You know, discipline is the key. And then fourth one, seek help. There is no harm in asking for help. If you feel like, you know, everything is overwhelming, or if you feel like you're tired, just ask for help. People are willing to help at some point. Yeah, that's it. It's been a while since I did poetry, and to be honest, poetry, it is something that I love most. Poetry is my life. Like, I don't know how I can describe this. So I had a lot of things that I was doing. Like, I wasn't able to sit down and get to write, get to think what I should do, because I was so busy. But I'm back now. I'm just back with new projects, and I'm beginning with Twahuye mu gihe kibi, or we met in the wrong time. Yeah. And this is a poem that tackles on different topics. I'm just so excited for it, and I just know even you people will be excited for it. You get to watch it, you get to love it, you get to learn from it, you get to be inspired by it. I just feel like I don't have a lot of words to describe this, but it's truly a masterpiece, a great one.